Well, if you guys have been watching the episodes, these letters should look really familiar to you. They are the brand new Ette Hotels signs that we've been working on for the past couple months. Now remember, we put that one big giant one up on top of the roof of the building, and then we did that big sign on the side of the building as well. Well, these letters are for the porte-cochere entryway into the hotel. Same size, the same letters, the same sign, except one thing that's a little bit different on these. Alex wants these letters to be chrome, shiny, stainless steel looking chrome letters. Well, you'd think that might be an easy thing, but it is not. It's a complete process with a completely new system that we've never used before. We've wanted it for a lot of years, but we've never purchased the system. So now, because of this system, we're gonna show you guys how to chrome aluminum letters. Are you ready?
So, as you all know, this is the Ette Hotel project, and we have these massive 4-foot letters that we have to work on. This time around, they want them chrome. You heard it. They want them chrome. And we have actually never done that before. So what we have here right now, this part right here of the letter, the back of the letter, has already been painted the Ette Hotel black. And they want that to stay black. And the part that is going to get chromed is the side and the retainer in the front. And that's where this guy here comes in. So what do we do next?
So the chrome process is a paint process. Traditionally, it's dipped in various chemicals, but this is going to be a paint process. So right now we have a base coat on here, and then we'll come back with the machine that you'll see in a few minutes that will spray the chemicals that will turn it to chrome, and then we'll clear coat it. And then it'll be a beautiful chrome letter.
So when you say it's a base coat, like is this a base coat like they put on cars, or what kind of base coat this is?
No, this is industry specific for the chroming process.
Okay, so we painted these last night with the base coat. So what do we do next?
Well, it's going to cure for 24 hours, and then after it cures for the 24 hours, we move into the chroming process of the two chemicals, the G4 and the G5, that will make the chrome happen. That'll bring the bling to this letter.
It's gonna be like magic, right?
Oh, it'll appear right before your eyes.
So this is gonna be pretty exciting. This is our first time doing this, and we're really excited about it. So let's see how it goes.
This is the chrome machine from Cosmichrome. So what we have here is the chemicals to spray the chrome process. And this is the advanced gun that Cosmichrome has now. And this is their latest technology in their spray guns. All the chemicals come through one gun, and you can select each chemical by simple pressing it, and it automatically goes to the next process. Our first one that we use is the distilled water. It's 0 water, perfect water. And that water is used between each one of these processes. The next process is the spraying the activator on the base coat. And the activator opens up the base coat and allows the metallized, the next process is the metallized process, the G4 and the G5, and that's where you get your bling from, the chrome process. As you're spraying the chrome, these two are fed and mixed inside that gun, and then that's what creates that nice chrome look. And then, like I said, after each one of these steps, the deionized water is sprayed on there to rinse the chemicals off.
Yeah, it sounds like it takes a lot of water, because you said it's used between each one.
Yes, a lot of water.
What does the water do?
The water washes the part off, the chemicals off that you had sprayed on there. Once you spray the activator on there, you want to rinse it off.
Gotcha.
And then for the next process, which would be the G4 and the G5 chemical, the chroming process, and then once you spray that on there, then you go back to water, rinse it off. Once it's chromed, we're done with this process. It sits for 2 hours, and then it gets clear coated.
With a conventional gun?
With a conventional spray gun, yes.
With a conventional spray gun. So how durable is this, like out in the...
This is paint. You have to treat it as paint, and it's not like a chrome bumper by no means, but it's a paint process.
So it seems like this is there's a lot of things going on here, it's very involved. What is the most important thing?
Most important thing is cleanliness. The paint booth, it has to be clean. Everything has to be wiped down, the paint guns, the hoses have to be protected. Dust sets into any part of this process, it's magnified when that silver process is put on there, and you don't want that. So that's why it's so critical to have all these other people that are sanding over here and routing over there, is to keep the dust factor down.
Everybody get the day off, go home. We don't need y'all. Yeah, so I had no idea how important the water was in this process and how much water he was going to use, and he used a crazy amount of water. It was like we were at the beach or something. So I'm glad that we used a separate area in the shop to do this, because if we'd have done this in the booth, it would have been a big mess, and I didn't want that in our booth. So I was really nervous about the process because we have never done it before. So Kenny helped us a lot. Helped us a great deal on how to do this because he has a lot of experience. And Saul, he jumped in there and he just ran with it. So the thing that I didn't understand was that we're not painting chrome. What we're doing is turning the base coat into chrome. You put the activator on there. After the activator, you rinse it off. After you rinse it off, you come with something called G4 and G5. And that eats into the base coat and it turns it into chrome. It's like magic. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. And that's how you do it.
The most interesting thing for me, I think, is the difference between chroming and painting. Because you gotta forget about painting. This is a whole and totally new thing, right? It's totally different from painting. And doing that change from the base coat to pour some liquid and changing it into this, it's just mind-blowing to everybody. Everybody that comes here, and we're trying to explain the process.
You can see the confusion in their face.
Confusion is
they look like this.
It's like, what?
Every single person.
You just gotta erase everything that you know about painting.
Yeah, there's no chrome.
There's no
coming
chrome,
out.
no paint that you put on. It activates something.
The chemical reaction with whatever you're spraying on here and the base coat.
Yes.
It's magic.
It is magic.
It's magic.
It's magic. It's cool magic.
How much water does he use?
A swimming pool full of water.
Like for 1 liter, probably like 4 gallons on one of these.
Yeah. So this is a lot of work. It's a lot of process. It's a lot of steps. But in the end, I'm really happy how everything is turning out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to do something like this.
So not only are we chroming these huge letters, we also have to chrome all of the ADA numbers and letters for all 128 hotel rooms and the various descriptor signs throughout the entire Ette Hotel. So these are laser-cut 1/4-inch thick aluminum letters, and then Steve has to glue 3-inch long finish nails to the back of each letter and number, and there are a ton of them. And then he sticks each one into styrofoam, making sure we have all the numbers and letters correct. Once that's done, then they're off to the paint department where they go through the same chroming process you saw the large letters go through. And man, do they look fantastic when they're done.
So one of the curveballs that we got thrown, after the letters were chromed, they wanted to match gold color chrome. So this product comes with a kit where you can take the clear and you can dump some tint in it to make it whatever color you want, and the customer in this case wants a gold copper look. So they also showed me a picture of what it looked like, and I chose this copper color. So I added 6 drops of this dye to the clear, and I sprayed this to see what it looked like. And I saw it and I thought that it looked a little too pink looking or a little bit on the red side. So I added some gold dye. Once I added the gold dye to the clear with the copper dye, I came up with this color. And I like that color better. So here are the chrome colors that Saul did. And here are the ones with the color that we created. Aren't they beautiful?
Now that these Ette letters for the porte-cochere have come out of chrome, they look absolutely awesome. Total beautiful reflection. It's time to put the LEDs on the inside. So normally what we've been using is our regular Hanley P2s, which are extremely bright. In this case, the owner has asked for the whiteness of the light to be toned down. So we've gone with 2700K, which is kind of a yellow, kind of a cool white. And what that's going to do is make the faces a little bit more yellow, and it should be much milder to the face. So now that the LEDs are in here, we need to test light them. As you can see, not super, super bright white. This is what he was after, was a cool white. Very nice color. So now that the LEDs are in all the letters, the next step I have is I'm going to place the paper pattern from the design department that's going to lay on our giant metal frame. This is going to give us the drill points for mounting the letters to that frame. Then we'll pull the letters back off, pull off the paper, and then permanently mount all of the Ette letters to the frame. Then once that's complete, we lay in the acrylic faces into each letter and then attach the retainers. So the stage we're at now, all the retainers are being screwed on. I have electrical and power supplies being put in. After that, divide both frames in half, load them on the trailer, and head out for install.
So this Ette Hotel install is definitely not as challenging as the first two we did that were over 100 feet in the air. This sign is getting installed on the porte-cochere starting just a few feet off the ground. So the install is pretty straightforward. But because this sign is so close to the ground, it's critical that there are no imperfections that guests could see as they enter and leave the hotel entrance. So as Bruce, Lane, and Carl guide these two huge pieces into place, I'd say it was a great decision by Alex, the owner of the hotel, to go with these beautiful chrome letters, because they definitely make an impressive statement as you roll up on this beautiful Ette Hotel. Wow, did you guys see that sign? That was amazing. I mean, that whole process, here we are again, trying something new, getting some new technology in here and applying it to the sign industry. I had my doubts at the very beginning, and there was definitely a learning curve in, learning that chrome process and whatnot. But man, it was so great. That sign came out so beautiful. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are enjoying watching the show. If you are, definitely hit subscribe. We need more people to see us. And thank you again for watching the Media One Wrap This YouTube channel.